Thanks for joining Innovation Week 2015. My name is Matt Weissenbuehler, Project Management Consultant, working for the Spitfire Group in Colorado. I'd like to start with a story. A number of years ago, as an eager younger person joining a new organization, I was excited to get started and show my project management skills. And I met with my boss, and he told me that his top priority was that of a software upgrade. It was a key piece of software for the company, and that it was important to make sure that that went well, because it hadn't always gone well. So I spent a lot of time planning it, working with the team, was really excited, and we got it done. It wasn't perfect, but I was told that it was a success in the eyes of my boss in IT, and I was very happy about that. Fast forward a few weeks, and I was in my first meeting with my business customer, and he represented the main line of business for the company. And I told him what I'd been doing and that I was excited about the project that we'd completed for the software upgrade. He looked at me, and he wasn't even sure what the project was, so I explained to him, well, we upgraded the software. It was very important. We had licensing to take care of. We had to make sure that we fixed a bunch of bugs, and he said, that's great. I don't understand. What about the things that I care about? What about the objectives that we have as an organization? I don't really care about upgrades to software. And I really didn't have a good answer for him. So it was at that time that I started to understand that success is not just making sure that the project, the blocking and tackling, is done well, but that we align to organizational goals. In fact, really, if you look at success as an outcome, and the organizational goals as the reason, in between there's an equal sign. Success equals organizational goals, and that equal sign is project management, and it's what we do and what we should be trying to do. So as I was working with my business partner, I decided that I needed to get to know him a little bit better, build a relationship, and that started with understanding what was important to him and what was important to the organization. Each organization has goals, and so I learned those and tried to understand them and try to figure out how our workload, how our project backlog fit into those goals. And I wanted so that I could explain to him why we were doing different things. In addition, I wanted to get to know him personally, understand how he communicated, understand what made him excited, what was important to him, so that I could communicate it in a way that made sense to him. And by doing that, I could build a sense of trust between us as individuals and as professionals. And also working with the project team, what was important was to make sure that what we delivered was predictable, was what was expected, and the communication was good, so we could build that trust with him, so that he knew that when we said we could do something, that we would actually do that. So by building that relationship, we were able to improve the relationship with IT and the business. What I didn't know when I started is that there was a very bad and untrustworthy relationship, or an untrusting, I should say, relationship with the business. They looked at IT as not caring about what was being done. They looked at IT as only caring about networks, only caring about software. So we're trying to break that down by making sure that we were aligned with them. The next step was to actually build a partnership. Once we had a relationship going, was to build a partnership between IT and the business area. And I'd like to show a little picture here. It's a basic Venn diagram. And as you can see, on the left-hand side we have business, and on the right-hand side we have technology. And it's important, in order to make things happen in a partnership, to meet in the middle. So as a group, we decided that the business side had to have a technical wing, people that were concerned with the technology side, and as a technical group, our IT group had to have a business area. And we met in the middle. We aligned our processes, and we aligned our goals and objectives so that we could make sure we were always in lockstep. So by building this organization, I was able to be a part of the success and be able to push back on some of the objectives. Because lo and behold, the customer, while they represent the objectives, they may not always be thorough. They may not have always identified the goals and the way to achieve them as well as we need. So as a partner, I needed to be able to push back. We need to be able to be trusted when we said, I don't think that's going to do what you want, or when you say this, I need more information. So it was important to do that. to have the trust to build and suggest alternatives and to be part of a solution, not just an order taker. And that's what building a relationship and a partnership organizationally is all about. So thank you for listening.